Hey everyone, Sarah here. How are you doing? It is a beautiful rainy evening. Of course, you can't see because it's pitch black out because the sun goes down super early now. Yes, this is the last ride along until Halloween. Yes, and I see that Tim is here and Drayton and Deb. Um, I have my copy of Dances with Aliens here, which I'm really excited about. I don't know if you guys can see. And it's signed by Drayton, and I'm this is really cool. So thank you. I'm really excited to have this. So thank you for sending this over. So we've got Tim, Drayton, we've got Deb, we've got Stuffers is here. Hello, Anne and Rebellious Comet and Marissa. Hello. Forsaken Fallen is here. Hello. Hi. Hi. Yes, Mod Power in the chat. Hello. Yes, we have some people cheering for Drayton again. He sent me a copy of his book, which is super, super awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yes, and Drayton, if you want to put a link to that in our Discord, actually, I think maybe there already is. If you want to refresh that, like that would be totally fine. Hey, Takara's here. JC Fabs. Hello. Damien is here. Hello. How is everyone? How's everyone doing this week? How are you doing this week? So last time I came to you, Tim and I were on the road. We were somewhere in Illinois, outside of Chicago, and oh, Midori's here. She's very happy I'm home. Yes, hello. So yeah, so we're back now. It's great to be home. My family's doing really well. Thank you guys for sending all of your warm thoughts and wishes. While we were gone. Oh, she wants chin scratches tonight. Yes, chin scratches. Oh yes. Oh, so nice. All right. So yes. Okay, wonderful. So Drayton's book is DraytonAllen.com and Amazon. Hey, Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. Forsaken says, I came prepared to hydrate tonight. I have tea. Ooh, chocolate chai. Sounds amazing. And a Dr. Pepper and regular water. Gonna be so hydrated. You're gonna be the most hydrated. And I love that. In fact, I'm gonna join you in hydrated solidarity here. I'm really working on self-care this year, or I'm trying to. Hey, Mike is here. Hey, Mike. Oh, geez. Steph, that's a lot. Steffer says, I'm on the interview cycle from hell. 3 separate opportunities and endless virtual and on-site interviews. But Spectre, which is Steffer's the Great's audio drama, episode 1 is ready, and I'm hearing it in its final form for the first time on Friday. Yes, 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 yes. That is so exciting. So exciting. Love it. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. Good. I'm really excited for you. I'm excited for all of you. Ooh. Hydrate the cool way with a slushie. Heck yes. Freeze a cup and pour in your favorite drink. Makes a slushie. Yes, that sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I am going, I've been, okay, backing up. I said we were hydrating, so I'm going to hydrate again. Okay, so I hope, Deb, you're drinking your slushie. I hope everyone else is hydrating right along with me at home. Trying to push self-care this year. And as I say that, I realize that 2021 is almost over, which is weird. Like, I feel like we just started the year. Maybe it's just me. I feel like we just started the year. Hey, Annie's here. Hey. And now it's almost over. I mean, I feel like the older I get, the more regularly I say things like that, like, oh, time's going so fast. But like, I'm still recovering from 2020. You know, like I haven't even started to process 2021. So it's almost over. It's October. Oh yes. Mike says, I had a surreal start to the day. I left the house this morning and 2 beavers were walking down the street next to my house. That is, Mike, that's really delightful. Okay, not to be like a story. This isn't a story topper. This is just hey, I had a weird similar thing happen yesterday. Tim and I had a pheasant, like a male pheasant, hanging out in our backyard. He was just, I named him the General, and he was just kind of like hanging out. He had an injured leg, and so he was kind of like limping, looking for seeds and whatever else. I don't really know what pheasants eat. I tried to throw some bird seed out to him, and he was not attracted to the bird seed. But oh, hey, Megra is here. Hello, Brock. Yes. It does seem like a missing year. Yeah, Brock, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. Hey, Skit's here. Hey. Oh my gosh, yes. And Forsaken says, I've barely started processing 2020. I know. It is. It's a paradox. Time passes so fast, yet so slow, says Sarah. It's a paradox. Deb says, I do pair of socks, not paradox. You guys are on fire tonight. You guys are on fire tonight. I don't know what to do with this. I'm going to therapy, and I'm reading a lot, and I'm journaling every day. I'm doing my morning pages. I don't know. I feel like I'm still even just figuring out who I am, like, let alone myself in relation to the times that we're going through, you know? Hey, Anna's here. Hello. I know, Drayton. Yes. Drayton says, this isn't 2019 part C. That's what it feels like. It's like the weird, oh, it's this side. Sorry. I'm like trying to I put my jacket through the wash and it came out with like white fuzz on it. And so I'm like trying to get the white fuzz off. Oh, good. Anne's got so speaking of self-care, Anne's got some candy to fuel creativity tonight. Sarah says, I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn tonight, second time. It helps my brain not to go everywhere and to be focused. I get that. Hey, Davis. Hi. Hey, friend. I'm glad you're here. Hello. Ooh, yeah. Stuffer says, I'm actually really proud of myself. I don't do morning pages because my brain doesn't really start working until 10 or 11 in the morning. So I reserve my morning pages until the very last thing I do at night. I've heard that that's really good for some people. Journaling at the end of the day and like getting all your thoughts together, like processing the day. It sounds really helpful. Sometimes when I wake up and do my morning pages, you know, like I get up, I feed the cats, I brush my teeth, use the bathroom, and then I make coffee and I sit down. And it's like, those are like the 5 or 6 things that I do. And that's what I've done so far in my day. And then I'm like, what do I talk about? Like, and do I even have feelings at like 7 a.m.? You know, do I even have emotions yet to write about? So I really like the idea of doing those pages in the evening, unfolding your day, making it make sense, having a cup of tea, processing what's going on. Midori's hydrating too. What a good example she's setting for all of us. Oh, yeah. Yes. Forsaken says, I actually wrote an essay about getting to know myself earlier this year because I grew up, because at 33, I realized I didn't know quite anything. Sorry, I can read. I didn't quite know anything about me at all. Yes. And it's funny because I don't know. And I can only speak obviously from my own experience, but I went through and I thought at like 15 that I like knew everything and I knew who I was. And I was like, I'm 15 and I know what's up. And then like another year passed and I was like 25 and I'm like, all right. I'm 25. There's nothing left to learn. I've got it all figured out. Yeah. I actually thought this like around the age of 25. And I was like, I've got my life together. I'm in marketing. You know, I'm whatever, you know, what else do I have to learn? And then I hit 35 and I was like, I know nothing about myself, about the world, about other people, about writing. I think it's one of those things where like the more you know, the more you realize that there's still so much you don't know. Oh, hey, Hoshi's here. Hey, Falling Hoshi. It's good to see you. Yeah, the older I get, the more I know, the more I realize how much I don't know. There is so much in the universe that we do not know. There's so much. There's so much. And it starts with, like Forsaken Fallen said, it starts with ourselves. I am still realizing things about myself. And like that's part of what my morning pages have been this year. It's just like a journey to I've been answering the questions that Julia Cameron asks in The Artist's Way, and it's been revealing. So if you're even just looking to get into a journaling practice, there's at the end of every one of the 12 chapters in The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron has this list of like 10 tasks, and each task is essentially like a journal prompt. And I've been working through those, and they are so good. If you're looking for something guided, that's a great place to start. I know if you listen to my podcast episode with Amy McNee that came out a couple weeks ago, she also has a journaling course, which I took and I really enjoyed. That really let me get to know myself a little bit too. So I don't know. Hi, welcome to this journey. I'm glad you're on it. Oh man, yes. Tim says it doesn't matter how old or experienced you think you are. The past couple of years have taught us all something about ourselves and the world, how the world works, etc. Yes, yes, yes. Marissa, this is huge. Marissa says today at a big staff meeting. Marissa, I had to look at your picture. Are you dancing with a skeleton? Are you dancing with a skeleton? That's literally the best thing I've seen all day today. That makes me so happy. Okay, sorry. I don't want to take the wind out of your sails here. So Marissa says, today at a big staff meeting, I announced that I will be leaving my job in December. Wow. Kind of scary, very emotional, also a bit exciting to not know what is next. Yes. Oh, Marissa, I'm so excited for you. And that takes a lot of guts too, to make that kind of announcement. So I hope that it went well. I hope that people were very loving and understanding, and I cannot wait to hear what it is that you get up to. So let us know what you end up doing. My gosh. Yes, Anne says, I can hardly wait for Nanowrimo to start. Yes, over in the Discord, and if you are not a member of our Discord yet, just ask one of our mods to invite you, and they'll send you an invite link so that you can join us here on the Discord. So over on the Discord, we have a channel for Nanowrimo. If you're not familiar with Nanowrimo, it stands for National Novel Writing Month, Nanowrimo, and it takes place during the month of November. So we're starting here in just a few days. It's going to be, what day does it actually start? I have to look at my calendar. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. It starts on Monday, the 1st of November. And I'm doing it this year like I always do. And I do like a little pared down version where I set my own word goal for every day. So, you're supposed to write. The gist of the program is you write a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. So every day in the month of November, you write approximately 1,700 words, which is a lot. I'm working on another big project right now, so I can't devote my full time to working on a new novel, but I will be writing about 200 to 300 words a day for NaNoWriMo, or at least that's the plan. Sometimes I get halfway through and I stop, and that's okay too. I've been a member of NaNoWriMo since 2006. And I saw earlier, Skit, you've been doing NaNoWriMo since 2003. No, maybe that was Cass. Might have been Cass. Sorry. I didn't mean to call out the wrong person. But yes, totally lost my train of thought. Oh, that's right. But I've never actually won NaNoWriMo. I've never actually finished a 50,000 word novel in a month. But I have had a lot of fun writing along the way. So if you want to join us over in the NaNoWriMo channel on our Discord, everybody's been posting their links to their user profiles so that we can all be friends within the system. So if you want to join us, we'd love to have you. Yes. Yes. Drayton says, playing video games tonight. My creative juice is sour at the moment. Coasting down the hill to 2022. Drayton, that is a big mood. And also, you just had a book come out. So I think that you've earned some rest and some video games. And you know what? Here's the thing also that I want to talk about. Since I've been talking about self-care a lot of 2021 or 2020 or 2019 or whatever year this is, um, we don't have to earn our rest. We can rest and we can play video games without logging a certain number of hours of work. That's a big thing. I guess I'm like pulling up all the books tonight because I got that concept from this wonderful book. I don't know if you can see this. Laziness Does Not Exist by Devin Price, PhD. If you struggle with feeling like you need to earn rest or accomplish things to be a worthy person, worthy of like love and general respect, like I do, this is very helpful. So Laziness Does Not Exist. I'm plugging that tonight, and I'm plugging Dances with Aliens by Drayton. I showed some of you this earlier. He sent me a signed copy, which is just delightful. Thank you, Drayton. And I'm so excited about that. So yes. If you need to play video games tonight, if you need to doodle in your journal, if you need to do some watercolor painting, if you need to make a cup of tea or coffee, or if you need to pour a big old glass of wine or something stronger and just stare out of the window and watch the world go by, if it's not pitch black by you like it is here, that's what I want you to do tonight. We are here to fulfill our creative needs. We are here to be artists who are also alive. It's so interesting. Oh gosh, here I'm about to go like on a big preachy thing. Should I do it? Maybe I should. No, I'm going to do it. Life and creativity and being a writer are more than just sitting down and putting words on a page. Like that's a huge component of it, right? Like that's a huge component of it. But we also have to live. We have to rest. We have to eat. We have to go on walks. We have to exercise a little bit. We have to enjoy spending time with friends and family. We have to read. We have to listen to podcasts. We have to watch cool movies. Like this is all part of the flow of being a creative person in the world, of being a writer. It's not just writing. I learned about this concept first from, I almost said Elizabeth Bennet, but that's Pride and Prejudice. Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote Big Magic. It's on my shelf. I'm not going to go get it. It's Big Magic by Liz Gilbert. And she talks about living a creative life. And I was like, oh, I like the sound of that. And it's just about integrating creativity into everything you do and realizing that everything you do in life is fuel for your creative work. So it's just this big, beautiful refueling cycle. I don't know why I was talking about that, but there's a lot of comments that have gone past here that I want to highlight. And if I don't get to your comment, I apologize. We've got a lot of people in chat, and I'm just going to highlight the ones that kind of catch my fancy as we go. Stepher says, my 30s have been a lesson in humility. Yes, I was beaten down in my 20s, and I'm finally starting to stand on my own feet, firmly planted on the ground. Yes, Steffers. Yes. Oh, I like that it's humility, and you have also found strength in that. Like that's how you're standing. I think that that is fascinating and beautiful. And Steffers, I love that for you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Drayton. Drayton says, since I didn't start to write until I was 52, I can't relate to any of you, LOL. Yes, Drayton, you and Jimmy. Jimmy Buys, who I think is here. I don't know. I'm scrolling. Oh no, I made the mistake of scrolling too far. Oh no, you've all been saying wonderful, amazing things while I've been monologuing. Jimmy and Drayton, I feel like your paths are very similar. But I love that. You are such an inspiration. Drayton, if you start writing at 42, 52, 62, 72, whenever it is you start writing, it's never too late and you can enjoy the journey. And I absolutely love that. So thank you for saying that. Ooh, Deb, yes. Deb is really close to finishing that Woodland Animals blanket. Deb says, I'll post it on Discord when done, but feeling good about an almost completed project of over a year of hard work. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. There is on our Discord a channel for writing achievements or accomplishments or show your work. Wherever it is you want to share that, we would love to see your work. Oh, good. Skit, I love that. So 2 weeks ago, maybe, we were talking about freelance writing gigs and how that works. Skid says, I posted this on the Discord, but I got a freelance writing job. Yes, I love sharing these wins. It's at a company called the Diversity Movement, and they're all about diversity and inclusion, so it's a really good place. Oh, I'd love to hear that. Thank you for sharing your good news with us. Hey, Dahlia is here. Hi. If I haven't greeted you yet, it's because I haven't seen your name pop up, and I apologize for that. Yes. If anyone needs an invite to the Omen Discord as well, Tim is also handling that. So just let him know if you want to join the writing Discord, the Omen Discord, and he'll get you set up. Yes, Cass says that's me. Okay, so that was you, Cass. Okay, so you've been a member of Nanowrimo since 2003. Okay. JC Fab says I've been a member since 2008. Excellent, excellent. Oh no. Stuffer says tonight I'm doing take selection until I die. Oh no. Oh, I've been there. I've been there. Oh, I've been there. It's not one of my favorite things about podcasting. I'll just say that. Yeah, Tim's doing some dialogue editing. Oh, I hate dialogue, but he also has dialogue editing. I didn't mute myself fast enough. I apologize. Yes, Angela Lansbury of Murder, She Wrote advocates for catnaps, and I'm here for it. I like that a lot. Ooh, Annie says this afternoon's achievement was trying to squeeze vacation days into the calendar. 3 of us trying to back each other up who have to, you have to use up your days. Oops. I was always bad at using my vacation. And then I left my job not having used it all, and it doesn't all get paid out. And I was like, oh, I should have taken more vacation. So take your vacation if you have it. Yes. Yeah, Brock, I'm similar to you. So Brock says, for those of us who are driven at work, even though I know to relax, it's hard to do it with the workplace. Yes, I totally agree that we shouldn't be workaholics. I struggle with the same thing, Brock. I have a lot of drive and a lot of ambition, and I want a lot out of life. And I know that I have to work hard for it. So it's a very interesting feat to juggle ambition and a drive to like do cool stuff with resting and with honoring what your body needs. And you know what? I'm going to hydrate. Everybody take a sip. Oh, okay. So Davis is probably gone, says I have to run. My creative thing is working on a studio art project for a show we're doing at work. Then I have D&D. Davis, you have like the perfect day in front of you. I'm very envious. Ooh, Dahlia says, I've been having a lot of self-sabotaging guilt with my Halloween short. I'm 1/3 of the way through it and almost no time to finish it. Lots of I don't want to do it, initial resistance, and then guilt, the whole, see, this is why you never finish anything. So I'm either going to write or play House Flipper. Can you get it to a place where it is just done? I like to say done is better than perfect. I heard another one from another writer, and now I don't remember who I heard it from, or if it was in a book maybe, but writing is never finished. It is only ever due. And I was like, oh, I thought that was really great. So yeah, is it due? And does it need just to get done? And is it okay if it's not the best thing you've ever written? And I can't answer that for you. Ooh. Cat hair. Oh, good. We've got more stabby unicorns tonight for Annie. I love it. I love it. I looked back at my notes and realized I don't have as much sketched out as I thought, but there was an opening line in with a lot more voice than I remembered. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, for a story idea. Yes. Yes. Well, we have Jimmy saying that Drayton is a way better and more accomplished writer than I'm ever going to be. He's kind of a legend, I think. Don't say that, Jimmy. You can't see the future. But if you can see the future, we need to talk because I need some insights. But also, I don't think you can see the future. Yes. Yes, good. Charlie is doing some drawing at work. Anna's been a member of Nanowrimo since 2014. Very cool. Wow, Forsaken Fallen did your first Nano in 2006 and have won every year except for maybe one. Holy cow, yes. Yes. Not that the novels ever went anywhere, LOL. They might still. They still exist. Skid says, I'm working on my outline for Nano right now. Wow, I read Tonight is right now because I've decided it sounds too flat and boring right now. I get that. Yeah. Yes. Making things interesting is interesting. Oh my gosh. Angela Lansbury is a fitness video. Okay, I cannot get sidetracked because we're going to start creating along in just a few minutes here. So Mike is also in his 50s. Mike says, my 50s are a mixed bag. Yes, caring for an elderly parent while trying to get my daughter launched into the world. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. A lot. Yeah. Oof. So there's a lot of us here. Not us, because I'm not in my 50s yet, but I will be soon. Who are in that age. And that's awesome. Tim says, working on scene 2 of 4 of the Omen season 1 finale tonight. Yes, the season finale comes out. Let me check my calendar. I want to say Sunday, November 7th. So be on the lookout for that. It's a great time to catch up on Omen, which I'm executive producing. So like, I don't know, I guess that counts as like shilling my own stuff, but it's Tim's stuff. It's Tim's show. Thank you guys for supporting it. Oh, Charlie says, I thought the quote was abandoned. Writing is never finished. It is only abandoned. Oh, maybe. The version that I heard was writing is never finished. It's only ever due. Because, you know, you have to like turn it in or sell it or publish it, or someone's like, hey, oh, you guys, I can't keep up with all these amazing comments. Oh, good. Dolly says, I won my first Nano in 2012. I haven't won officially since, but 2019 got basically to my 30K goal. Yeah, it's just like a good kind of writing alongside other people accountability tool. Good, Mike. Getting ever closer to finishing the steampunk novel? Yes. I mean, yeah, Jimmy, this is another interpretation of it. Jimmy says, writing is never finished. It is only hurled over the walls to sate the ravening beast of insecurity that claws at the stone and howls for more. Yes, that sounds also very familiar. Oh, you guys. Yeah. Deb says, I agree, but knowing myself more in my 50s was better. Also, I took care of both of my parents, and I'll spare you my story. Oh, Deb, I know you went through a lot. Deb. Oof. Yeah. Marissa says, I've always struggled with FOMO, fear of missing out, but the idea of Nano stresses me out. So I'll just be in the bleachers cheering all of you on. Yes, good. Got Nano FOMO. It's a thing. Ooh. Something cracked in my jaw. That was very weird. Ooh, I love this. Megra says, I smashed my writing goal for today, so I was planning on crafting this evening. Yes, but I'm feeling my novel calling to me still, so I might just need to answer that call. Yeah, sometimes we're done, and sometimes we are not done, and sometimes it's not up to us to make that decision. I don't know who's making the decision. Some little gremlin that lives in my brain, maybe a crap weasel, who knows? But yeah, I definitely feel that. Yes. Oh, Angela. Okay, we're back to the Angela Lansbury workout video. It was on the latest Maintenance Phase podcast. Oh, I love Maintenance Phase. 95% loved it. Okay, now I'm excited to listen to that. Brock says, I'm 55. I wrote when I was younger, but today it's so great. We have so many online resources like this. Yes, when I was younger, there was very little you could access like today with online conferences, Discord. I mean, and even like Brock, I love that. Even self-publishing. Like you can publish your own book and it's so much easier now. You can put anything on Kindle. Like you can put anything out there. You can write an ebook and publish it. Boom. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Good. Cass is going to poke at some novel outline and getting so jazzed to start writing next week. Yes. Oh, my friends. Also, okay. Also, it's 7:30. So you know what that means. Well, if this is your first time here, welcome. Hi. I should have introduced myself, and I never do. I'm Sarah. I'm the creator of the Right Now podcast, which is on my mug here. It's Right Now with Sarah Werner. If you want to look it up, I haven't published a new episode in a couple weeks, but that's a long story, and it's not. This is not the time for that story. So I'm Sarah. Hi, and we get together every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central, or whatever time it is in your particular time zone. We talk for a little bit. We write together for about an hour, and then we come back and we talk about how it was, if we ran into any pitfalls, anything like that, if we had any stunning wins or successes, if we had a breakthrough. So that's what we're going to do together tonight. So hi, welcome, especially if this is your first time here. If you're coming to us from Twitch, hello and welcome. You might not be able to comment until you've been following me for an hour. It's just a little safety measure we have in place because trolls exist. But after that hour is over, I would love to meet you and know who you are. So anyway, yeah, how this works is we're going to just hang out together. We're going to write or work on our blanket or do some quilting, knitting, some pottery. We're going to bake cookies, whatever it is that you need to do tonight to feed your creative spirit. Play video games, do a little bit of doodling, write in your journal, reflect on the day, whatever it is you need to do. That's what we're going to be doing for the next hour. If you need to take a nap, go ahead and do that. Again, this is all part of living a creative life. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start soon. And you'll know that it's over when it is 8:30 p.m. Central. So that's 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I still have problems remembering all that, which is very sad. But yeah, at that time, you will hear the lovely yeeting of the alpenhorn. Or you can just like set a timer and know that the session is over. So anyway, we'll come back. We'll talk about the process and how it went. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you guys. Okay. Deb says, where do I get your mug? Deb, I'm going to send you one. If it's okay, I have your address and I'm going to send you a mug. Yeah, Drayton says my stories would never appeal to the great masses, washed and otherwise. So I'm happy with self-publishing. Self-publishing is beautiful. Girl in Space was self-published. I didn't go through anyone. I just made it because I wanted to. Nobody told me no. I just made it. It's beautiful. All right, guys. Yes. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to mute myself. You're welcome to play music or whale sounds or, whatever floats your boat, some orchestral jams, whatever it is that helps you to relax and be creative and feel good about yourself. So yeah, I'm going to mute myself and let's get started. Hey, friends. That was the beautiful sound of the alpenhorn yeeting you gently back into our group here. If you're not ready to stop creating, if you want a few more minutes, like please take all the time you need. You can mute me, you can leave the stream, like whatever you need to do for your best writing / creative health. Please do that. Oh, I just found the strings to the hood on this. Okay. How did that go? How was it? I'm in the midst of writing. I'm almost at the end of writing my newsletter for Monday, which I'm really excited to share with you. Oh my gosh. Wait, who's singing the bacon pancake song from Adventure Time? Making pancakes, making pancakes. What? Did I miss something? I think I missed something in the chat. Oh, yes. Okay, because Tim was singing like adding reverb, adding lots of reverb. Got a scene in Dorso adding lots of reverb. That's so good. That's so good. Okay. Oh, how often do I do these writings online? Every Wednesday. So every Wednesday at 7 p.m. So do come join us every Wednesday. We're here. Just here on, well, we're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Yes, there is a bacon pancake song. Yes, Drayton, it is time to talk about food. Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, good. Your comments are coming in fast and furious, and I love it. I'm going to get rid of this banner. And I'm going to go back here to, well, first, I'm going to take a sip. Oh gosh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of amazing. I'm trying to figure out where to jump into the comments here. Yes. Yeah, oh good. Oh, thank you. Deb says I love your newsletters. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Deb. I like writing them. It makes me feel connected and like I'm sharing this journey that I'm on with you, which is really fun. Dahlia says, I had my cake and ate it too, kinda. I did a quick thing in House Flipper, now finding myself into the flow. Oh, so I may just scoot back to writing. Yes, scoot. Go, scoot, Dahlia, go scoot. Yeah, Tim says OMG soundtrack before going live. I know, sorry about that. I unmuted and then I was like, I should check my volume to make sure I don't explode your eardrums with the alpenhorn. And sorry, I was on a call earlier today and my volume was like turned all the way up. Hi, Midori. She always wakes up from her evening nap just in time to talk about our writing and creating experience. So yes. Anne says, I just got good and started on my revisions after journaling my frustration. So I'm going to get back to work. Perfect. Forsaken Fallen says, I finished this story finally. I've been working on it for 2 weeks. Never mind that it was supposed to be done a week ago. I don't need it until Halloween. Now back to editing this short story into a novelette, which includes changing every instance of one character's gender to they because I didn't know they were NB when I first wrote the draft. I have been there. Yes, good. But now you know, and they can live their best life in your story. And that's beautiful. Yes. Good. It's just interesting. I'm seeing so many different experiences here in the chat. Cass, I love this. Cass says, just had a bit of a breakthrough with one of the world building things that had stumped me for a bit. I love a breakthrough. I love it. Good job, Cass. I love it. Is there anything, how did you precipitate the breakthrough, or was it just something that you thought about the issue long enough and all of a sudden it clicked? Or did you do something like some journaling or some outlining? You think I'm gonna, here, I'll pet your little head. Did you do something that caused the breakthrough to happen? Now, on the other spectrum, Skid says, I accomplished next to nothing. I went through my outline and couldn't figure out what to change, so I just edited it slightly and decided I'll find out what needs to change as I write it. Skid, that's a great approach. That's the one that I prefer to use. I like discovery writing. I like figuring out things as I go. I hope it works out. I hope it works out for you. I think it will. Usually when you're in the midst of things, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I'm outlining, I'm a step or 2 or 10 removed from the work. Like I'm not in the emotional part of the work and I'm not involved in it actively. As weird as that sounds, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not explaining it well. But I love letting the details and the solutions and the action and the surprises come to me while I'm writing. So I'm just thinking of you, wishing you the best as you go through that. There's a very loud plane outside, which is fine. It's not annoying any of us. It's definitely not loud. Oh, Annie says that was not even an hour. Not quite 200 words written after figuring out soundscape and font and spacing and so on. But I love this. Can't wait to see how it goes. And also I'm scared I'm going to screw it all up. Oh, Annie, I feel that. Excitement, eagerness, and also terror of how am I going to ruin this? But the beautiful thing is you can't ruin it because it's your story. You can't ruin it. There's no preordained ending that you have to get to. This is just a work of art and exploration and discovery. And that's beautiful and worth it. Brock, I love it. Brock says that was great. Put on jazz on Spotify. Got a lot done on my short story. Yay. A submission for fantasy or fantasy contest. Brock, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good. Tim says, finished my scene. I'm officially halfway done with the season 1 finale. Oh, Tim. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of all of you. I hope that doesn't sound condescending. It's coming from a place of love and appreciation and approval of every single one of you. Hoshi says, I need to craft a satisfying ending. All of my ideas are too open and teasing a sequel that I don't want to plan yet. Yes. I just heard a sound and I think it was thunder or maybe it was another plane. Who knows? Who knows? Midori is shedding voraciously, if that's a thing. Good. Mike, I love this. Mike says, I wrote a little over 700 words tonight. Might have gotten more if I hadn't fallen asleep. I'm old and it's late on the East Coast. Mike, yes, it is late. I don't know how you're still up. It's like 8:30, 8:39 here. And I'm like, oh boy, I get to go to bed soon. Also, 700 words is amazing and you're amazing. And if chances are, if you fell asleep, you needed to sleep. Like it was an act of self-care. It was an act of generous love toward yourself. I think you needed it. I think you needed it. I'm glad that you did that. Oh gosh, good. Damien says, I'm writing one heck of a scene right now. It is so good. I love it. It's another Richter scene in Hanapocalypse, a really bad man we introduced last episode. Ooh. Cashing in on all the light comedy with threatening the main characters with a really terrible, menacing bad guy. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. Building that tension. Get some chin scratches. Oh, Damien, I love that. I love that you are enjoying the story. Like it's so important for us to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. And I know that's a cliche, but it's also a cliche for a reason because it is true and imperative that we enjoy ourselves as we create. Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's so many. Marissa says, the atmospheric gothic instrumental Spotify playlist helped me to finally figure out some important antagonist details. Getting there finally. Marissa, I love that. And I love, there's a beautiful poetry here between you working out some antagonist details and this beautiful, amazing picture of you dancing with a skeleton. Like, I just feel like there's some, dare I use the word synergy or synchronicity there? That's just marvelous. That is marvelous. Yes, Brock says, congrats on finishing your story. I love seeing you guys cheer each other on. That makes me so happy. Eridan, hi, welcome. I didn't say hi to you earlier. Eridan says, reading a really great book on revisions. I don't highlight in books often, but I am with this one. Ooh, what is the book? Because I want to know. Megara says, I'm on a major roll today. I love it. My writing progress seems to be a bit of throw out all the words like a fire hose. So there will be a lot of editing required in draft 2, but progress, yes, progress is being made. Yes, I love it, Meg. Yes. Progress is being made. That's the thing I always forget is the first draft is not the final draft. No one's going to read my first draft. It can be terrible. You gotta give yourself permission sometimes to make something terrible. Ooh, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Forsaken Fallen, you just hit the nail on the head. And again, this is not everybody. This is not everybody's experience. This is just something that resonates with me as a pantser, as somebody who jumps in and just starts writing by the seat of their pants. Forsaken says, I'm the same way. I have such a hard time outlining because I'm not in the story. So figuring out how my characters would react feels fake. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to like plan their little destinies before I get to know them. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. But again, for tons of other writers, outlining works super well. So I'm not saying outlining is bad. I'm just saying that's a part of the writer's toolkit that just does not work for me. And that's an interesting topic, isn't it? Like, what parts of the writer's toolkit don't work for you? Like, for me, tracking word count really doesn't do much for me. Outlining doesn't do a whole lot for me. What is it for you? I'm very curious now. Very curious. What? You can't. Oh, no, don't. Let me empower you. Meg says, I so want to write a villain anti-hero, but I love those types of characters. So I am terrified to actually try. Well, you gotta try. You just gotta. Let me empower you to try. You don't have to show it to anybody. You can just write it like by hand in a secret little notebook somewhere and just experiment with it. What if you let yourself think of it as an experiment? Wouldn't that be exciting? There's no winning, there's no losing. It's an experiment. Experiments, by definition, cannot fail. Pro tip. Yes. All right. Catching up with some more comments. Oh gosh, I know. Yeah, I couldn't do. Oh, actually, okay. Deb says, "Thank goodness for computer word count. Can you imagine counting them without that tool?" Yes, I actually did this for something I was working on earlier. I was writing in a notebook by hand, and so I had to go through and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like every time I got to 100 words, I'd make a little mark. Oh, it was, and I had to like recount 3 times because I kept getting distracted. So yeah. Oh, okay. So Eridan says the big picture revision checklist from Alex Corvo. Okay, I have not heard of it, and now I'm interested and excited to check that out. Yes, yes. Oh, I like this. Drayton says another writing podcast suggested nesting story elements like brackets in an equation before you can end the story. It gave me new insight on story building. Okay, Drayton, that is awesome. So fun fact, I'm a math nerd. I like math. Oh, I like this. This is very interesting. Thinking about story elements as an equation. Oh, I really want to know what podcast this was now so I can listen to it because that is a really cool idea. Oh, that's really cool. Forsaken says, I tend to write outlines as I'm writing the novel. That way I can sort of look at what happens when I'm editing, but it's like 50-50 on whether it actually helps me edit or not. Yeah, I do a weird, some of you have seen this before. Oh no, whoops. Well, I just knocked over a huge pile of papers, but I wanted to show you this, which is my Girl in Space ongoing notes. This is kind of, it's got 2 pencils sticking in it, but it's kind of my outline-ish. It's just basically like this book of ideas that I want to draw upon. And I don't want to show you any of them because it's mad spoilers, but I just write down cool things that I want to put in and then I check them off when they're in. So maybe it's an outline, but it's not really linear in any sort of order. It's just cool ideas. But there's a lot of different ways to outline and maybe they're all valid in their own way. Yeah, Mike says, I really tried to outline and break down scenes to write and I couldn't do it. When it came to writing the scene, I felt like I had already done it and lost any interest. Yes, Mike. Yes. Also something that I feel and that I'm a little embarrassed to admit. Like, I feel like I feel like a brat, honestly, when I'm like, I can't write unless it's interesting for me. But also I can't write unless it's interesting for me. I can't write unless I am in a process of active discovery. I don't know if that's like an ADHD thing. I don't know if that's a whatever else my brain is doing thing, but like if something is not interesting for me, my brain stops caring about it. I can't control it. And I know it sounds like a lack of willpower, but like, and maybe it is. Maybe I just have very low willpower, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's just part of who I am. I just remember like taking my SATs in high school, and like 3/4 of the way through, I was just like, I don't want to take this test anymore. It's not interesting and fun, and I don't feel like I have to prove to anybody that I'm smart. And so I just like closed my booklet and turned it in, and like I just couldn't. I couldn't finish it. I didn't care, and it wasn't interesting. So, oh, Mike, I totally get that. I totally get that. Oh, JC Fabs is headed out. Hello and goodbye. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I want to bring up is this isn't a class. It's not, you don't have to stay till the end. If you need to jet, you are free to go. If you need to go make dinner or pick up kids or whatever it is you need to do, please do that. This is a casual environment. You can come and go as you like. But I also like it when you say goodbye. So goodbye. I'm sorry if I don't get to your goodbye because I'm so far behind in the chat. I'm sorry if I don't get to your goodbye before you leave. So goodbye, even though you're probably not here. Ooh, okay. Cass says, so Cass had a breakthrough and I was asking like what precipitated this. Cass says, for my mini breakthrough, I approached it from a different angle, thinking less about how could this work? Oh, and more about what do I want this to achieve? And then patterns revealed themselves. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. So instead of thinking, how could this work? And like pushing it and forcing it, Cass says, I focused more on what do I want this to achieve? And then the patterns revealed themselves. Cass, that is so good. It reminds me of something that Tim does when he writes. And Tim, I hope I can share this because I'm about to. Tim looks for emotional beats. Like, how do I want my audience to feel? And like, what emotional beats do I want to hit? And like, that is what propels him forward. I love that. Oh, that's so good. Thank you for sharing that, Cass. Oh, I love knowing like the secrets behind other writers' breakthroughs. Like, I think that's just really cool and magical. So thank you for sharing that. Oh, yeah, Airden says Mary Robinette Cole talks about nesting formulas in her mice quotient talks, which I think, did someone allude to this in our last session last Wednesday? Writing Excuses just finished a master class on it. Yeah, and Annie says, was that Writing Excuses? It sounds like it was. Yes. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Following what she says, tragic backstory plus angst equals protagonist. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I think their motives have to be part of that too. I think motives have to be part of that too. Um, yes. Story elements as an equation sounds like one of those writing rules that you should master just so you can break it to subvert expectations. Oh, I love subverting every expectation that I can. Yeah. Okay. I need to. I said I was going to download and listen to that Writing Excuses podcast that we were talking about last week, and then I had to drive 24 hours, and it didn't happen. So yeah. Thank you. Writing Excuses recent series on mice. Quotient milieu, idea, character, and event. Yes. Cool. Yes. Following Hoshi says, I wrote out my major plot points so I can just guide the story in the direction I want it to go in. Yes. Jimmy says, all of you will impress the hell out of me because you have ways that you do creative stuff. You have methods and processes that work for you. I don't know. I think some people do and some people don't. I feel like I'm one of those people who's just like constantly like flailing all the time and like experimenting and saying, well, outlining didn't work for me. Time to try the next thing. I think a lot of it's just like experimentation. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe some of you do have very rigid ways of approaching the creative process. But I think that comes down to just what you need as a writer. I mean, sometimes I feel like I think I need something when my own chaotic non-process is like good enough. But I'm like, oh, I wish that I could do this like this other cool person. But it's not something that actually would work for me. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that too? Rebellious comment says, bro, I ate too much dinner and spent this whole create long in a food coma. It sounds like you needed that. Yeah. Megra says, I used an outline this time because I found I was getting lost and stuck. I then merged a bunch of outline tips into my own mix and kept it just broad enough. It's working for me so far. It's keeping me moving, but allowing me to adapt as necessary. Yeah, flexible outline. It's like, for me, again, we're all different. For me, that's like a holy grail. Like that's like, okay, it's not set in stone, but it has ideas in it. And like, that's a really good match. Oh, there's people talking about Steven Universe, which Tim and I have been rewatching, and it's just so good. It's just so good. Wow, the comments keep refreshing. Oh, thank you. Annie has linked us to the Writing Excuses. If you guys are interested in checking that out, Writing Excuses it's a great podcast. I need to catch up and listen. But yeah. Oh, really? Mike Tuff says, speaking of equations, there's a great equation for creating a steampunk novel that Jeff Vandermeer has in his Steampunk Bible. I love Jeff Vandermeer. I have a copy of The Writing Life on my little table next to me. I'm not going to show it to you because it's under about 80 other books and it would cause a structural collapse in my office. But he's so great. Oh my gosh, if I had all the time and resources, what would be your dream journey? I think I would just want to write creatively and travel all day. Just write and travel. Travel and write. Go to France, have some coffee, write a little bit, read a little bit, have a delicious croissant. That's what I'd want to do. Just travel and write. Move around, experience life, meet weird people, eat delicious food, and write. That's what I would love. Yeah, Jimmy says, I have no method and it frustrates the living crap out of me. FYI, the living crap is one of the worst Marvel villains. I do good stuff, or at least that people tell me, but I don't know how I do it, so I can't reproduce it reliably. I think that's just because it's art. I think it's I don't think you should be able to, like, we're not factories. We're not machines. You know, where there's not like an assembly line of poems where you just stamp them out one after the other. I think that, oh, this is going to be maybe like a hot take or a controversial opinion, but I think that in order to make something work creatively, like you need to work with it. You need to like wrestle with it. I don't know. I don't want to say that that's necessary because then we get into this whole uncomfortable territory of like, oh, you have to be a suffering artist in order to create real art. And I don't think that's true. I think that you can like live very happily and comfortably and still be a great writer. Um, but I wonder if it's maybe a little necessary, that it's not easy. I don't know. Again, maybe that is specific to some writers and not others, you know, not all writers are the same. And that's why we're artists, because we all have a different way of doing things and creating. Mm. Following Hoshi says, I have a try and try again method. I hear how someone else works. I see if I like it, and then I try something else when it stops working for me. Yep. Yeah, I went on a whole journey with outlines, like not to beat this horse that's already dead. But I have a Right Now podcast episode where I was like, hey, I'm going to try outlining and it's my new thing. And then like a few weeks later, I was like, outlining does not work for me. um, so yeah, for what that's worth. I realize we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, but I'm also having a lot of fun talking with you guys. Oh, people are talking about their Steven Universe tattoos. Oh, I love Steven. Yes. Yeah, Tim says, I have trouble calling my work art, but I absolutely hate it when other people refer to it as content, right? Mm. That would be an interesting thing to think about, Tim, is why you make that delineation and why it's important, but also why it's like cringy for you to talk about your work as art, even though that's what you want it to be. Mm. Mm. Yeah, Jimmy, this is interesting. Jimmy says if it's art, then honestly, I don't like being an artist. I need to know at least most of whatever the heck I'm doing. It's not fun when I do something good and I don't know what I just did. That's not good work on my part, but just luck. It is good work on your part. What if luck is just how your subconscious like works into your things? Like it's not luck. It came from inside you. It's not luck. It's not luck. You have good stories in there. It's not just luck. It's not like the universe rolling a dice. It's something in your brain connecting with something else in your brain. Like it's stuff that's already there. Like everything you write and create comes from this like weird little mental museum that you've curated for your entire life. Right? Like it's not just someone else just doesn't come and like dump a story into your brain. Right? I don't know. Again, different processes for different writers. Also, sorry, I don't mean to be picking on you, Jimmy. Yeah. And also what this speaks to me, really this is Jimmy saying, I want to learn as I go and I want to improve as I go. And if I don't know how I did something, then I can't like reverse engineer it and I can't understand it. And that's very frustrating. And I totally get that as well. Oh, I totally get that as well. Oh man. Yeah, writing and traveling are major goals. I'm still dreaming of traveling to Italy. Oh, once I finish my commissioned translation work and get paid. Yes, Marissa. Yes. Dahlia says, I use an outline. The closest method I stick to is Save the Cat, but it's stitched that with other methods, and I definitely discover a lot as I go still. I checked out that book from the library, Save the Cat. I haven't read it yet, but I have it. I have the ebook checked out from the library. 2-hour mark, you deceived us. Yes, I know. I'm going past. It's 9:01 here. Dahlia says, I call my process the Frankenstein. That feels really true. That feels like something that that resonates with me is what I'm gonna say about that. Yeah. Boy, yeah. Forsaken Fallen. This is something that I think about a lot. There's not much difference between luck and hard work. One doesn't detract from the other. Yeah. Oh gosh. Sometimes when I'm doing, I just had this happen. I just did an interview and someone was asking me about how I got lucky and like how Girl in Space got propelled to the place it did. And I was like, well, I got lucky because I did this at this time. But also, I knew that this was the time when I needed to do this because I did a lot of research. Like, yeah. Is it luck? Is it hard work? Is it both? Do we make our own luck? It's such a hard thing because I also feel like, gosh, sometimes things do feel like they just magically line up, but also if you act with intention, are you lining those things up? I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to figure out. Um, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Falling Hoshi. I love Bob Ross. I would love to be the Bob Ross of writing. Falling Hoshi says, go with the Bob Ross feelings about art. So I can't think of anything more rewarding than being able to express yourself to others through painting, exercising the imagination, experimenting with talents, being creative. These things to me are truly the windows to your soul. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love Bob Ross. That is beautiful. Drayton says, I have yet to use the same process twice. I mean, for me, it's just experimenting toward story. I think that's what, and I like Dahlia's Frankenstein as well. Like, I'm just Frankensteining this together. I'm experimenting towards something and like, but I know it's frustrating. Yeah. Yeah. We're all just making it up as we go along. But then there's also people who are like, this is the way to do it, and it's the only way. And it's like, what if we're all different? Yeah. Jimmy, you are really impressive. You are really impressive, and you are not alone. Charlie says 2-hour mark is playing video games. Mike, it's great to have you join us. Those of you who need to go, please go. I don't want to like hold you up from self-care, aka sleep, aka reading, aka time with your family. Yeah, Charlie says, is it luck or is all my planning coming to fruition? Mwahaha. I like that. Yeah. Yes. I don't know what I'm doing, but here we go. Yeah. I am so glad to share this space with you. Like, I am so grateful that you're here and that you're you. You just showing up as your authentic, beautiful, artistic self. Whether you feel artistic or not, you are. Whether you feel creative or not, you are. I love that you're here. I love sharing space with you. Thank you for being here. We do these create-alongs and I had to think about it. We do these create-alongs every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. So that is 5 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's also, I think, like 11 a.m. Australian, because every once in a while we get a handful of beautiful Australians here with us, and the time is just always a little wonky. So I think it's 11 a.m. Australian. Oh, good. Yes. Skit says, I can't wait for next week since it will be during NaNoWriMo time. It'll make me sit and write LOL. Drayton says, you may all bask in my post-mortem fame. Yeah, and like Tim says, so many artists find fame or get discovered years after making their art. Society seems to be ready for certain things all at once, and I don't think it's very often that this nebulous mass yearning for a certain type of media aligns with art when it's brand new. Wow, that's really well put, Tim. That's really good. That's really good. Yes. Yes. Yes, Dahlia says, bask we shall. So next Wednesday, we'll be right here on Facebook / Twitch / YouTube / wherever it is you're watching from. I don't know. What else do I usually say at the end of these? Just that you're awesome. Oh, that's right. We have a Discord. So if you want to continue this beautiful fellowship of writers and creators, come join us on Discord. It's free. It's Discord. So it's like a forum where you can chat with other writers and creators who also attend these write-alongs. If you are not a member of our Discord, just let one of our amazing mods know and they'll let you in. With that in mind, thank you, mods, for being here. I could not do this without you. I literally could not do this without you, so thank you. And for the rest of you, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Whether you have a process in stone, whether you're still finding it, whether you've given up on process altogether, you are a worthwhile creator and you matter. It's so good to see every single one of you. Thank you for supporting and encouraging not only me, but in supporting and encouraging each other. I think that's really what makes this community work, is that you guys are just so supportive and encouraging to each other, and I love to see it. So thank you for being here. I will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Yes, during NaNoWriMo. So whether you're doing NaNoWriMo or not, you are welcome to join us. I'm sending out a newsletter. My newsletter Monday is about NaNoWriMo. So yeah, sending love to each and every one of you, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye for now.